Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to start chapter 10, Rural Economics. So far we have completed 9 chapters in economics. We have only 12 chapters, 9 chapters over. The remaining only 3 chapters are there. Today we are going to start the 10th chapter, economics, rural economics. So our topic name is rural economics. Gandhiji says India lives in villages. Gandhiji says that India lives in the villages. The main objectives of this chapter to understand the features of the rural economy and highlight the need to develop the rural areas and to bring out the light to the problems, the rural villages, and familiarize the initiatives undertaken. So the rural economics that deals with the application of economic principles in understanding and developing rural areas. In general, the rural area or geographical and it is located in the outside of the town and the cities. According to the Census of India, basic unit for the rural areas is the revenue village. Rural economy refers to villages and rural community refers to people living in the villages. Rural areas have problems like backwardness, low employment, poverty, low infrastructure development, low labor productivity, lower prices of agricultural products, surplus labor force, larger population in the villages, high level of migration and high dependency on natural resources and nature. And according to 2011 population census, there are 6,40,867 villages in India and 68.84% of the 121 crore of total populations lives in the rural areas. So it is about the introduction about the rural areas. Gandhiji says India lives in the villages. So in the introduction I said that full of people depend on natural resources, only on agriculture. There is no low productivity, low employment. Even though we are saying about the rural area only in the backwardness, but in that situation, India lives in the villages. So that's why there are 6,40,867 villages in India. It is in 68.84% of 121 crore total population living in the rural areas. So it is about the introduction about the rural area. Now we are going to see about the features of the rural economy. What are the main characteristics of the rural economics is village is an institution. The village is a primary institution and it satisfies almost all the needs of the rural community. The rural people have feeling of belongingness and a sense of unity towards each other. எல்லாரும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒருத்தர் சார்ந்து தான் இருப்பாங்க, அந்த கிராமத்தை நம்பியே தான் இருப்பாங்க, அந்த கிராமத்தினுடைய என்ன வேலை இருக்குதோ அந்த வேலையை நம்பியே தான் இருப்பாங்க. ஸோ இட் இஸ் அபவுட் த வில்லேஜ் இஸ் அன் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் டிபெண்ட்ஸ் ஆன் அக்ரிகல்ச்சர். ஸோ in the rural area the people know only to do the agriculture. They depend on only agriculture. The rural economy depends upon the natural and agricultural activities. Agricultural allied activities are the main occupation of the rural areas. And life of the rural people. What is the life of the rural people? The lifestyles of the villages are very simple. You know that whenever we go for the rural area, the people are very simple with a simple cloth. So they won't be the sophisticated life. They have a simple life, very simplicity. So the public serves services like education, housing and health, sanitation, transport and communication and banking. Roads and markets are limited and unavailable. So these are all the things which I have mentioned: education, housing, health, sanitation, and other banking, roads, markets. These are all in the rural areas is very less or limited and unavailable. Rural people really much on faith. Mainly the rural people, they much on faith and traditional cultural practices. The standard of living of majority of rural people are poor and pitiable. In terms of methods of production, social organization and political mobilizations, rural sector is extremely backward and weak. In recent years, the incidence of alcohol drinking has gone up. பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா முன்னெல்லாம் கிராமத்துப்புறத்தெல்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா உழைப்பான், வேலை செய்வான், நல்லா குடிப்பான், அவனுடைய பொழப்பே இப்படி தான் இருக்கும். இப்போ நவடேஸ் பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா அதெல்லாம் இப்போ மாறி ஈவன் in the village area, in the rural people, they build a wonderful houses like in the city. Only we see in the city, in the town side, we see the big houses and the neatness. But in the same nowadays, in the rural area, they build a wonderful houses, the farming. So all those things, it is better than the cities or towns. And next one, the population density. The population density measured by the number of persons living per square kilometer is very low, and houses and scattered in the entire villages. So it is about the population density may be very less. What about the employment in the rural areas? There exists unemployment and seasonal unemployment and underemployment in the rural areas. Unemployment refers to the situation the people with willingness and ability to work but is not getting employed. So one who specializes in the particular area or the particular farm works, but they cannot get the job. So here, underemployment also called disguised unemployment. Underemployment also called disguised unemployment is the situation people employed in excess over and above the requirement. Disguised unemployment is situation where the people work but no increase in production. So both situations are common in the rural areas. So it is about the employment situations about in the rural. The next one about the poverty. So the poverty is conditions where the basic needs of the people like food, clothing and shelters are not being met. So the basic needs, food, shelter, there are three basic needs: food, shelter and clothes. Still the people in the rural area, the three basic needs, the people don't have the enough. So according to the census 2011 and 12, estimates about 22 crores of people in rural areas are poor and live in below poverty line. Below poverty line means one who do not have the basic needs: food, clothing and shelter. And indebtedness. People in rural areas are highly indebted owing to poverty and unemployment, lack of farm and non-farm employment opportunities, low wage employment, and seasonally in production, poor making network. A famous British writer, Sir Malcolm Darling, in 1925 stated that an Indian farmer is born in debt, lives in debt, dies in debt and bequeaths debts. இப்போ என்ன சொல்கிறார் அப்படின்னா, 1925லே ஒரு பொருளாதார அறிஞர் என்ன சொல்கிறாருன்னா, இந்தியாவில் வாழக்கூடிய ஒவ்வொரு விவசாய குடிமகனும் பிறக்கும் போதே என்ன பண்ணுறான், கடன்லேயே பிறக்கிறான். கடன்லேயே என்ன பண்ணுறான், மற்ற எல்லா காரியங்களையும் செய்கிறான். சாகும் போது என்ன பண்ணுறான், கடன்லேயே செத்துறான். அப்போ when the farmers they are born with கடன், debt. அப்போ கடன்லேயே பிறக்கிறான், இறுதியிலையும் எல்லா காரியங்களையும் கடன்லேயே செய்கிறான். சாகும்போது என்ன வரான், கடனாளியாகவே செத்துறான். So what it shows that there is an indebtedness, poverty still in the rural area. Even though we are 75% of the people depend on agriculture. Agriculture is the backbone of the India. People know only agriculture. Many of the products and many GDP all from the agricultural product we are saying proudly. But in 1925 itself, he insisted about the Indian farmer. They born in debt and die with debt. So since the formal local facilities are not available to the villages, they depend on local money lenders who like a parasite squeeze in the villages. Hence the villages commit suicide frequently. என்ன பண்ணுவான், பெரிய பெரிய ஜமீன்தாரங்கள்கிட்ட சாதாரண ஒரு ஃபார்மர்ஸ் என்ன பண்ணுவான், அதிக வட்டிக்கு பணம் வாங்குவான். அப்போ அதிக வட்டிக்கு பணம் வாங்கி அவனுடைய லைஃப்பை பூரா பார்த்திங்கன்னா அவனுக்கு வட்டி கட்டிக்கிட்டே என்ன பண்ணிடுவான், அவனுடைய காலம் போயிடும். அவனால் அசலும் கட்ட முடியாது, கடைசியில் வட்டியே கட்டியிருப்பான். தட்ஸ் வை தே சே தட் இந்த parasites who like a squeeze the villages. ஸ்குவீஸ்னு என்னது, புள்ளிகிறது. எலுமிச்சம்பழம் சாரை எப்படி புளிஞ்சு சக்கையை தூக்கி போடுறோம், அந்த மாதிரி இந்த ஃபார்மர்ஸ் என்ன பண்ணிடுறாங்கன்னா, கடன் வாங்கணுன்ட்ட ஒரு எலுமிச்சம்பழம் எப்படி ஸ்குவீஸ் பண்ணுறானோ அந்த மாதிரி அந்த கடன் கொடுக்குறவன் அந்த கடனாளி என்ன பண்ணிடுறான், எலுமிச்சம்பழத்தை துருவுற மாதிரி என்ன பண்ணிடுறான், ஸ்குவீஸ் பண்ணி தூக்கிறான். எலுமிச்சம்பழத்தில் ஜூஸ் எடுக்கிறோம், இங்கே ஃபார்மருடைய ரத்தத்தை உறிஞ்சிடறோம். தட்ஸ் வை he said that in 1925 the Malcolm Darling economics said that Indian farmer is born with debt and die with debt. Debt என்னது, கடன். கடனாக பிறகுறான், கடனாகவே இறந்துடுறான். அடுத்து rural income. The income of the rural people is constrained as the rural economy is not sufficiently vibrant to provide them with jobs or self-employment opportunities. Large proportions of laborers and skilled persons are underemployed and the scope of increasing their income is limited. பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நல்லா வேலை தெரிஞ்சவனாக இருப்பான், எந்த வேலை தெரியுதோ அந்த வேலைக்குண்டான ஒர்க்கு அங்கே இருக்காது, சம்மந்தம் இல்லாத ஒரு வேலை அவனுக்கு இருக்கும். ஸோ அப்படி இருக்கும்போது என்ன பண்ண முடியும், he will produce only less and also he will get only the income or the price is very less. அவனுக்கு கிடைக்கிற ரெமுனரேஷன் ரொம்ப குறைவாக இருக்குது, அவனுடைய உற்பத்தியும் ரொம்ப குறைவாக இருக்குது. ஸோ இட் இஸ் happening in the rural economy. Dependency. Rural households are largely depends on social grants and remittances from the family members working in the urban areas and cities. பெரும்பாலும் ரூரல் ஏரியாவில் இருக்கிற மக்கள் பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா அவங்க அடுத்தவங்களை சார்ந்தே இருப்பாங்க. ஒருவேளை அவங்க ஹஸ்பண்டோ இல்லை அவங்களுடைய அண்ணன் தம்பியோ அல்லது உற்றார் உறவினரோ என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, வேறு சிட்டிலேயோ இல்லை வேறு நாட்டிலையோ என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, ஸோ தே ஆர் சர்வைவிங், தே ஆர் ஏர்னிங் மணி, தே ஆர் டூயிங் த ஜாப்ஸ் அண்ட் தே டிபெண்ட்ஸ் ஆன் தேம். எப்போ என்னுடைய கணவரோ அல்லது எப்போ என்னுடைய மகனோ எப்போ பணம் அனுப்பிச்சி விடுவாங்க, எப்போ பொருள் அனுப்பிச்சி விடுவாங்க. ஸோ தே டிபெண்டன்ஸ். ஸோ த மோர் டிபெண்டன்சி இன் த ரூரல் ஏரியாஸ். அண்ட் there is a dualism. Dualism means the coexistence of two extremely different features like developed and underdeveloped. Developed and underdeveloped, organized and unorganized, traditional and modern, regulated and unregulated, poor and rich, skilled and unskilled, and similar contradicting the situations in a region. These are all the characters very common in the rural areas. So there is a dualism. ரெண்டு சைடுமே இருக்குது. ஸ்கில்டு இருக்குது, அன்ஸ்கில்டு இருக்குது, எஜுகேட்டட் இருக்குது, அன்எஜுகேட்டட் இருக்குது, ரெகுலேட்டட் இருக்குது, அன்ரெகுலேட்டட் இருக்குது. ஸோ the situations in the regions, these characters are very common in the rural area, is called dualism. And there is an inequality. Inequality na, and the distribution of income and wealth is not equally distributed to all the people. Only a group of people only have the opportunities, having more lands or more wealth or more assets. So other people are depends on them. So there is an inequality among the wealth and the income among the people, and economic and political reasons behind existence of inequality. இதுக்கெல்லாம் காரணம் வந்து நம்மளுடைய அரசியலும் நம்மளுடைய சமுதாயத்தில் இருக்கக்கூடிய மக்களும் சமுதாயமும் அரசியலும் சேர்ந்து என்ன பண்ணுது, ஒரு இன்இக்வாலிட்டியை இன்னும் கொடுத்துட்டு தான் இருக்கிற வழியே ஒரு ஈக்குவாலிட்டி கொடுக்கறது கிடையாது. So the rural activities, the land and livestock and other assets are owned by only by the few people. So it is inequality. And next, last one, the features of rural economy, migration. What is meant by migration? Migration means a people move from one place to another place. Rural people are forced to migrate from village to the urban areas in order to seek a gainful employment for their livelihood. So this character of the development gives rise to the formation of the cities. Amenity and lack of the basics amenities in the rural areas are also push the people to migrate to the urban areas. This is called double poisoning. That is called double poisoning by the sketch matcher. And one side villages are empty, on the other sides towns are congested. So his book is a small is beautiful, describes dangers of the present kind of development. So these are called the features of rural economy. What is the meaning of rural development? What is the meaning of rural development? Rural development is defined as an overall improvement in the economies and social well-being of villages and the institutional physical environment in which they live. அப்போ வந்து சோசியல் ரீதியாகவும் பொருளாதார ரீதியாகவும் improving in all economical activities and physical environments in which they live is called development. According to the World Bank, rural development is a strategy designed to improve the economic and social life of a specific group of people, the rural poor. In short, rural development is a process. Rural development is a process of improving the rural areas the rural people and rural living is called development. The next two topics, need for rural development. Rural development ku enna theva? A major share of population lives in rural areas and their development and contributions are very much supportive for the nation building and activities. India cannot be developed by retaining the rural as a backward. The rural economy supports the urban sectors by the way of supplying drinking water, milk, food and raw materials. That's why the Gandhiji say that India lives in the villages. எல்லாம் வந்து இப்போ நீங்கள் நம்ம டவுனில் இருக்கிறோம், நமக்கு வாட்டர் சப்ளையிலேருந்து நம்ம சாப்பிட்ற காய்கறியிலேருந்து சாப்பிட்ற அனைத்து உணவுப் பொருட்கள்லேருந்து எல்லாமே எங்கேருந்து வருது அப்படின்னா only from the villages. So hence the backwardness of the rural sector would be a major impediment to the overall progress of the economy. Improvements in the education, health, sanitations in villages can help avoid many urban problems, namely beggings and rag picking and roadside slumping. அப்போ வந்து என்ன சொல்கிறாங்கன்னா, இந்த வறுமை, பேப்பர் பொறுக்கிறது, இந்த ரோட்டோரம் சாலையில் படுத்துருக்குறாங்க, மெயின்லி இந்த அர்பன் ஏரியாஸ் பெக்கிங், பிச்சை எடுக்கிறது, இதெல்லாம் குறைக்கணும் அப்படின்னா there should be an improvements in the educations in the rural area and also there should be an health sanitation should be developed in the rural areas ன்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. So the development of the agriculture and allied activities are necessary for providing gain employment in the rural areas, improving overall food production. So the evils of brain drain and rural urban migration can be reduced if rural areas are developed. அப்போ இதுக்கெல்லாம் நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும், எல்லாமே வந்து நமக்கு ரூரல் ஏரியாவிலேருந்து தான் எல்லாமே கிடைக்குது. அப்படிங்கும்போது அந்த ரூரல் ஏரியா பீப்புளையும் அங்கே இருக்கிற சூழ்நிலை நாம் என்ன பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா, அவங்களுக்கு உண்டான ஒரு டெவலப்மெண்ட்டை கொடுத்தோம் அப்படின்னா நாம் என்ன ஆகுவோம், நாம் தானாக டெவலப்மெண்ட் ஆகும். ஸோ சின்ஸ் our India lives in villages, as Mahatma said, we should give the priority to the rural people, then only we can develop. So the rural development should minimize the gap between the rural and urban areas in terms of the provision of infrastructure facilities. It was called PURA, PURA, that is by the former President Abdul Kalam. So in order to improve the nation's status in the global arena in terms of economic indicators like HDI, Human Development Index, அடுத்தது WEI, Women Empowerment Index, அடுத்தது GDI, Gender Disparity Index, அடுத்தது PQLI, Physical Quality of Life Index, and Gross National Happiness Index, that is called GNHI, Gross National Happiness Index, should be given due attentions. So இதெல்லாம் இருந்தால் நம்ம நல்லா இருப்போம் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. What are the problems of rural economy? இந்த கிராமப்புற பொருளாதாரத்தில் என்ன சார் பிரச்சனை அப்படின்னா, ஸோ people related problems. The problems related to individuals and their standard of living consist of illiteracy. So illiteracy means what? There is no education. There is no proper education. If there is no education, all sectors will be collapsed. So the lack of ethical, technical know-how, low level of confidence, dependence on sentiments and benefits, etc. So these are all people related problems why there is a problem in the rural economy. And agricultural related problems, lack of expected awareness, knowledge, skill and attitude, unavailability of inputs, poor marketing facilities and insufficient extent staff and services, multi-dimensional tasks to extensional personnel, small size of land holding, marginal land. சும்மா 1 ஏக்கர் 1/2 ஏக்கர் 2 ஏக்கர் வச்சுருப்பான். அவன் அதை வச்சுக்கிட்டே ஒன்றும் பெருசாக அவனால் பண்ண முடியாது. அவன் செய்கிற செலவுக்கும் வருமானத்துக்கும் என்ன பண்ணுவான் சரியாக இருக்கும். ஸோ இதெல்லாம் வந்து அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் ரிலேட்டட் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் why there is a problem in the rural economy. And a small size of the land holding, subdivision and fragmentation of land holdings, absence of infrastructure to work and stay in the rural areas, the primitive technology and low adoptions of modern technologies and reduced public investment and absence of role of farmers in fixing the prices for their own products. So these are all the reasons behind the problems of a rural economy, problems, related problems, agricultural related problems and infrastructural related problems. Infrastructure means water facility, electricity facilities, transport facilities, education institution, communication, health, employment, storage facilities, banking, insurance. These are all infrastructural related problems in the rural economy. And the economics related problems, inability to adopt the high cost technology, high cost of inputs, underprivileged in the rural industries, low income, indebtedness, inequalities, land holding only assets small. So these are all the economic related problems. So there are 6 problems in the rural area, in the rural economy: people related problems, agricultural related problems, infrastructural related problems, economics related problems, and 5th one, leadership related problems. The specific leadership related problems found in the rural areas are leadership among the hands of inactive and incompetent people, self-interest of leaders and biased political will, less bargaining power and negotiation skills and dominance of the political leaders. ஒரு சில கட்சிக்காரன், ஒரு சில ஜமீன்தார், ஒரு சில குரூப் ஆஃப் கம்யூனிட்டி பீப்புள் மட்டும்தான் தலைவராக இருப்பான். அவன் சொல்கிறத மட்டும்தான் என்ன ஆகணும் கேட்டாகும். ஸோ இட் இஸ் அன் leadership related problems. Last one, administrative problems. The rural administrative problems consist of political interference, lack of motivation of interest, low wages of villages, improper utilizations of budget and absence of monitoring and implementation of rural development program. So the rural poverty, rural unemployment, rural industries, microfinance, rural health and sanitations and rural infrastructures are the issues are the considered for the detailed discussion. So dear boys, so in the 10th lesson we have started about the rural economics. India lives in villages by Gandhiji says, and we see the introduction and we see the features of the rural economy and the meaning of the development and the need for the development, and the last we have discussed the problems of a rural economy with the 6 points we have completed, and other topics we will meet in the next class. So whenever I take the class, please refer the book and listen the class and sending the notes during the when you see the YouTube video, then only you can understand. So study well. God bless you. Thank you.